Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This video is going to explain how to publish your webtoon or story webcomic on Webtoon itself. So, um, this is your first time doing this and you kind of lost and don't know what to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you what to do. Now, Webtoon is actually very easy to manage and very friendly to make Webtoon and publishing your stuff. So, um, I'm going to show you guys step by step what to do and how to do things. So, first step is to make an account. Verify your email and stuff. You know all that easy stuff. This right here is just your whole entire overlay of just like all the webtoons you've subscribed to and like all the webtoon originals and then webtoon canvas stories that you have subscribed to. But if you want to publish your webtoon, go ahead and press publish. And right here, I'm going to create a new series because it was the first time. Definitely would like to press a create series. And now these are the requirements for everything that you need. You have the square thumbnail. So this is like when you go on Canvas and say you go to a random genre like slice of life. This would be what you would see for the square thumbnail. Things like this. And then you're gonna need a vertical thumbnail. This is usually there for whenever you get featured or have a spotlight on like maybe the weekly or maybe top canvas webtoon of like the week or something, or like you know, just a showcase of like recommended series right here. This is where you would use your vertical thumbnail. Now, the differences that you should have between the square thumbnail and the vertical. Square thumbnail should just have your characters and have, you know, nice looking just like how Webtoon, the YouTube channel, they said that people do judge a book by its cover, so you should try your best to make it look as nice as possible, so that way it'll grab the reader's attention. With the vertical thumbnail, it's basically the same thing, except you can have it more freedom with it because it's longer. You can have the characters show more of their body and nicer composition for it. And this is where you can also include your title. I wouldn't recommend putting your title on the square thumbnail because you'd rather just show your characters rather than the title itself. Plus, when you browse, the titles are already going to be there. So say for example we go sci-fi. Yeah, your title should already be there. And then when you look at like your subscribed, the title will be on the top left. I recommend you put your characters or whatever you're going to put in your thumbnail on the bottom right, so that way that your title is very visibly shown. You don't have to, but I remember another Webtoon original creator that likes to help other Webtoon creators. His name is Walter Osley. I believe he made the Webtoon called Haxer. He gives a lot of tips as well. And he said he recommends doing the white background with your character. So that way it looks like an original. I mean, might as well web for it. So that's what my webtoon looks like. So that way it looks like one of the originals. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to. Just have a thumbnail that's unique to yours, and that's that. With the thumbnails out of the way, we have the genres. You know, there's a lot of genres that you can go for. Um, so yeah, second one is optional. Entirely up to you. Say I go romance and I go like zombies. Anything is possible. You can have like animals doing horror. You know, anything doesn't really matter. Your series title, anything you want, you know. And your summary. I would say try to not make it too long, so that way people don't have to read a long paragraph. Uh, it's it's completely fine if you can't make it any smaller. It's completely okay. Um, but I would say try to have it very concise and very summarized, so that way it's not too much for people to read. Also, I have like your socials in your summary and your schedule, your upload schedule. If you're just starting off, you'll eventually find a way to find what your schedule is. So there's no rush in that. Once you find your schedule, go ahead. You can go back into your series and you can edit this one. This one is very important. Make sure you guys do follow these guidelines because your stuff can get taken down if you fix it. So just be careful. With that said, let's go ahead and see what the creator dashboard looks like. So this is what the dashboard looks like. This is your episode management. This is what your episodes will look like once they are published, and this is what it'll look like when it's scheduled as well. Well, let's say we're gonna add a new episode, right? So say you have everything drawn out, everything is colored, everything is has text and special effects and sound effects and stuff. You go here. Thumbnail must be this size. So every thumbnail has a specific size. You can read it here. PNG is always the best. And if your PNG is too big, you can go ahead and use a PNG compressor for everything. If the file size are too big for everything, you can always use a compressor. It doesn't destroy your quality. So thumbnails, I always do that last because you want to make your episode first and then make a thumbnail out of something attractive. For the episode title, that can be up to you. I usually like doing just episode and then the number of the episode. Some people do some cool stuff where they're like say like Food Wars, right? With the plate one. You can do whatever you want. You can do an object, but most people would do episode or just so it is entirely up to you. Now this is where you upload your files. So they just added a new thing where you can actually upload something that's bigger than 1280. So my PNGs are 3 times bigger than 1280. But Webtoon, I'm telling you, this is like new. They have it where you can upload bigger images and they will slice it for you. So you don't have to use a slice website or use the Clip Studio slicing thing. It does it for you, which is pretty cool, I guess. Saves more steps for you. If you don't want to, and if you feel like the image quality will drop, you can just slice it yourself. Like I said, PNG is the best because it's lost its quality, and you have a limit of 20 megabytes. Like I said previously, if your file sizes are pretty big, go ahead and compress it with a PNG compressor. It just compresses the file size rather than the quality. So, um, with that said, you can put your creator's note. You can put anything you want. You can be like, "Thank you guys for," and then you could do anything like, "What's your opinion of this episode?" Or you can be like, "Lol, I'm so tired, but enjoy." You know, stuff like that. It's whatever you want. Or say like you're busy next week. You can say things like, um, "Thank you for reading. We'll have to take a small break. I'll see you guys whenever time, you know, like say the 15th of October, something like that. Or you can do like UNA, anything you want, anything you want. Next would be, I mean, you can look at this, guidelines basically. Uh, Next would be like previewing your stuff. Preview PC is what you see on your computer. If you're reading a webtoon on your computer, previewing mobile is very important because majority of people read their webtoons on their phone. Uh, it's on the go. It's quick. You can be on your beds reading webtoons instead of on your computer. Uh, I would say always look at that first compared to the PC because uh, you may think that the fonts on your episode might be too small. I've seen webtoons where the font is pretty small for you to read, so that's kind of important for you to remember. Readability is very very important because if your readers are struggling to even see what's going on, then that's kind of a red flag. Make sure you try to avoid that. Make sure that your fonts are a good size for people to. After that, you can enable or disable comments. It's up to you. Say maybe your newest episode might be a little controversial. You can disable the comments if you're kind of scared about it. If not, then I mean you can uh, enable it again. It's all up to you. It's per episode rather than the whole series. So, and then this came out like last year, I believe around like it's either this year, I forgot, but this was kind of new. It's not too new anymore. You can schedule your episodes now. Before, when I started, you couldn't. As soon as you published it, is when it came out. Uh, this is great though, because if you have like a lot of backlog of episodes, you can schedule them. You don't have to be so like involved with uploading it on a certain time. It does it for you, which is very convenient. Um, Also, try to find a time to release your episodes. It depends on where you live. Try to find a sweet spot for where your readers are awake or not busy to the point where they can just be like, "Oh, there's a new episode. Let me read it right now." So, yeah, go ahead and see if you can find the sweet spot for uploading your stuff at a certain time. And that's basically it with publishing your webtoon on Webtoon. Um, I will do the same for Tapas if you guys are interested in that. Uh, if there's anything that I have missed, please go ahead and comment down below. If you guys want more content for just Webtoon creating, please go ahead and say so. I don't mind. I love helping others succeed with comics. So, yeah. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube, like the video, share it around. Um, Follow me on Twitch. I like to stream me working on my Webtoon live. I love interacting with you guys. It's the best. Follow my socials in the description below. And Patreon. Like I said in the last video, I will be recording myself doing all types of Webtoon content, including the techniques that I do to make my Webtoon nice. So, like I always do for anything, I'll show an example. Say one of my most ambitious episodes would be this one. I will show you guys how to do techniques on like lighting, making it look very crisp and nice. You know, things like this. The blurred lines, the action lines, all of it. So if you guys are interested, please go ahead and subscribe to my Patreon. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys next time. Peace out.